Stadium. Coaches like to say play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with Coach Jedd Fisch before the game. This is obviously a huge matchup. With the 5-game winning streak on the line, they understand that they are facing one of the best teams in the country. A top 25 matchup. He's been warning his team all week at practice. Do not take them lightly. They want to be 1-0 after this week and keep the streak alive. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here's a give to Washington. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff positioning.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and maybe the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Williams to throw. Pulls it in. It's Moss.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a give to Washington. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Out wide right, it's Moss. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. In the red area, it's Washington. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Reed. Look out. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Horton. Running free. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top covering 79 yards. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with the lone back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They give it back to him. Across the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing, Williams. Got it in the middle, it's Clausen. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Williams. Looking for the score. Just had to get rid of it.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Long way to go on second down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Booster. He wants to throw it again. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing.
Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive, even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets in the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Rush right in his face. Turning it on. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. From the gun, it's Owens. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Here's Reed to throw. He's going to run it. Quarterback got it himself. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They believe they can run right here. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Marcel Reed to throw for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive. The Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Right side, it's Johnson. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throwing Reed. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game, because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff to the single running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Line getting set on second down. Changing the routes with his receiver. Gonna run it. It's Carr. Got the first down. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Straight ahead, it's Edwards. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Left side, it's Johnson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it to the right. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Finds a crease. It's Edwards. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. The run to the left. Breaks into the open. The 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Reed, right down the middle. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
And it's the Gators, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Here's Reed to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Across the 25, he's got room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Running inside, it's Owens. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Sets his feet, it's Reed. On the move. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Now here's Reed. Just a short pass to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. On the run, it's Owens. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Edwards. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Texas A&M going quickly. Throwing Reed. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the 1st down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the 1st down.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Carr. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Williams, under pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Reed. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Back to throw, it's Reed. Rushes on, and down he goes.
I think you've seen 2 plays back-to-back now, poor pass protection. Guys have to do a better job. You've got a golden chance here to put a touchdown on the board. 2 consecutive plays, they can't protect the QB.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That brings him to within 1.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but it made it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Williams to throw. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's changing the play. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Throwing, Williams. Out wide left, it's Carr. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Both these teams unbeaten in conference play, and the shape of the race will unfold here in the final moments. Williams to the air again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Making the adjustment. Williams. They're all over it. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Throwing right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
From the gun on third down, Reed. Left side. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. What a big turn of events. That fumble recovery sets them up, and all they need to do is get into field goal. Touchdown, Aggies! They move on top here in the fourth.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Williams, look out. Out wide left, it's Lawson. Still running at the 40. Lowers those pads. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Washington. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Washington again. Got enough for the 1st down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lead. Touchdown, Huskies. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Huskies back on top. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his 2-point conversion attempt. Here's Williams to throw. It's caught. The 2-point try is good, and now it's a 3-point game.
Well, that's the right call to go for 2 right there, because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a 3-point game, and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you had gone for 1, your opponent can take the lead with the kick, so nice job there getting it executed.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Reed. Looking left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Here's Reed to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
4th down, Reed. Fires to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Hits inside, it's Edwards. Stopped in his tracks, he got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. Throwing Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. He wants a big play here late. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Aggies. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Williams. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Lined up in the gun. Williams on third down. Hit as he throws. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Williams. And midfield, he's got room. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Rush right in his face. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On third down, here's Washington. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Williams to throw for it on fourth. He slings it deep to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.